Всем привет! Сейчас я нахожусь в
I'm
Киевской
now in the
области и
Kiev
приехал сюда,
region,
чтобы
and I
показать
would
вам
like
вот
to
этот
show you this
замечательный городок.
wonderful little
Не так
town.
давно я уже выпускал
Some
одно
time
видео,
ago, I
показывал
showed you a
вам
video
небольшой
about a
городок для
residential
переселенцев,
complex
который
that
построил
was built
американский
for our
бизнесмен
displaced people
Делой
by the
Hansen.
American
И вот сейчас я
philanthropist
приехал в
Deloy
другой такой
Hansen.
городок. Это
And now
еще
here
один
is
городок в
another
Киевской области,
similar
который
town
также
that Mr.
построил уже
Hansen built
американский
with his
бизнесмен
own
за
money.
свои деньги. Это
And this town
просто за его
is
личный
for
счет. Это городок
displaced
для
older
переселенцев,
people,
пенсионеров, для
those
людей,
who lost
которые
their
утратили
homes due
свои
to the
дома,
war
потеряли
and have nowhere
результате
to
боевых действий,
live.
которым негде жить.
Most of
В
them are
основном это
from the
люди из Донбасса.
Donbas
Здесь живут
region.
много
Many of those who
людей из
live here
Бахмута,
came from the
живут
city
много
of
людей из
Bakhmut,
Часов
and
Яра,
many are from
которые полностью
Chasiv
уничтожены
Yar,
российской
the two
армией. И
cities
сейчас я
that
вам
were
покажу,
totally
как здесь все
destroyed by
устроено. Сегодня
Russia's
сам Делой
military.
Хэнсон
Today,
приехал
Delon
сюда,
Hansen himself came
чтобы
to visit here
пообщаться с
to
людьми,
talk with the residents
встретиться
of
с
this
жителями
town
вот этого
that he has
поселка, который
built
он построил,
and
которым он
continues to
помогает.
support.
Сейчас покажу,
There
как
will
это
be a
все
small
происходит. Будет
concert, and
небольшой
I will
концерт,
also
и
show you
покажу,
how the
как
people
здесь
live
живут
here
люди,
and
как
how
здесь все
all this
устроено,
was
что
made.
здесь есть.
When
Когда ты
you are
находишься
here, you
здесь,
have a
такое
feeling that
впечатление,
this is
что
not
ты вообще
Ukraine,
не в
but
Украине.
perhaps
Кажется,
someplace
что
in
это
Western Europe,
Западная
or
Европа или
perhaps in
Америка.
America.
Здесь
You really
реально
could use
можно
this
открыть
area for making a
фотозону и
film,
снимать кино, и будет
and no one
непонятно,
would
где вы
figure out
снимали.
where your film was
На
made.
данный
At
момент в
this
этом
time, the town
поселке
has about
живет около
200
200
residents,
человек,
but it
и он
continues
продолжает
to
строиться,
grow, and
расширяться,
soon
и
it
в
will
скором
have
времени
a
сюда
few
придут
hundred more
еще
moving
сотни
in.
переселенцев конкретно.
This
В
town
этом
is for
поселке
older
живут
people
пожилые
who
люди,
certainly would
которые,
not be able
конечно
to
же,
buy themselves
никогда
new
не смогли
housing
бы
after their
купить себе
homes
новое
were
жилье
ruined
после того,
by
как
the
их
Russian
дома
military.
разрушила российская
Here they
армия.
can live
Здесь
for
им дают
unlimited time
возможность жить
and free of
бессрочно,
charge. In other
бесплатно. То
words,
есть
they
эти
don't
дома
get to
им не
own these
дарят, но
houses,
дают
but they become
бесплатное
free users.
пользование. И люди,
Those who
которым
are
повезло
fortunate to get
получить здесь
this
жилье,
housing are
конечно
extremely
же,
happy.
бесконечно счастливы.
Here is a poster with the names of Ukrainian communities whose residents came here after they became displaced. According to the town managers, the biggest number of their residents came from Bakhmut because it was a large city and it was totally erased by Russians. Owing to Mr. Hansen, they were able to find their new homes in the Kiev region. Our house was bombed and I got wounded with a leg injury, and our mayor helped us to move to another place. But on January 23rd, that building was destroyed as well. So we had to evacuate to Konstantinivka. We didn't know what to do next and where to go. Thank God our old Lada Model 5 was still running, so we went to Zaporizhia, where a kin family sheltered us. Thank God. And now we are here, and I want to tell Mr. Hansen that this was truly a great miracle. My sister sent me a link to the application form, and I couldn't believe that it would work. But thank God she insisted that I fill it out and apply. It was back in November. I had no words to tell you how much joy we had when we learned. God bless you.
There is no joy in money, there is joy in love.
I keep saying that I am blessed to be able to help you. Money brings no happiness, but when your money can be used for doing good, then it makes you immensely happy, truly happy. Bakhmut, Bakhmut. So, here we can see the difference in the treatment of these people by Russia and by Ukraine, and such friends of Ukraine as Deloy Hansen. For comparison, let us look at how people live in the communities occupied by Russia 2 years ago. One example is Toshkovka. I featured this story earlier. Local residents have no electricity, no natural gas, no running water. We've had no electricity for 2 years, so hard to live this way. Yes, I can imagine you've been using power generators and pot-belly stoves. We've got no electricity. It is cold. No buses coming here. If they could only send just one bus per week, and there is no change, no. Here, they built not only housing for people, but a whole town with an infrastructure. There is a community center. Inside it, a movie theater. It is not large, but well equipped with modern technology. And these old people who used to live in Bakhmut or Chasiv Yar certainly could not go to such a cinema there. Also, there is a hairdresser's salon with various services available, a medical office, and a library. Also, next to the community center, we can see a mini farm with greenhouses. The residents can grow their own vegetables, flowers. This is something for the old people to be busy with. This is a nice opportunity for those who like to grow plants. But in addition, there is also a chicken house. Some hens were brought here recently, and some locals plan to grow chicken and have eggs for sale. So in addition to other things, this is an opportunity for a small business where people could make some money for themselves and perhaps for their town maintenance. So the sales of chicken meat and eggs could generate some income for them. This is a remarkably pleasant and heartwarming place. Importantly, it was created for elderly people. In our practices, charity projects for old people are not common somehow. More often, assistance projects are aimed at children, but this particular settlement was made for elderly people, those who have nowhere to go for help unless they have relatives that are capable of keeping them. Such people are the most vulnerable, and this project provides for them. And the most amazing thing is that Deloy Hansen, the American businessman who made all this, has no connection to Ukraine. He is not of Ukrainian origin, has no roots here or any relatives from here. He simply heard that these people need help and he wanted to do it, and having enough of his own money, he spends a part of it on charity. So he built these houses for people. In fact, he had built a number of such towns for the refugees, the displaced people that lost everything they had. Of course, I would like to ask, did the Ukrainian oligarchs consider doing something of this kind? In fact, even before the war, they could have been helping those individuals who became homeless. But in 30 years, they did not build anything like this. But more importantly, look at the attitude of Russia. We hear so many words from Russia saying how they love the people of Donbass, how Russia is helping them and protecting them from suffering. But can you show me even one such settlement in Russia with such houses for those people from Donbass who lost their homes due to the war? All Russian tycoons, celebrities, political figures, stars of show business, all of them fabulously rich, and not even to mention the government of Russia, which has tremendously big revenues from the super profits on selling raw materials. So can you show me even one such town, either in the Donbass or in Russia, that Russians built for Donbass refugees? No, you won't find any. So here an American came to Ukraine and built this settlement for people from Donbass, but Russians did nothing of the kind, and this truly shows their real attitude. One can say anything they like, but it really matters what they do, the facts. And here we see it. What this man really did, what he created. Whereas in Russia they keep saying that America is bad, they curse America, but Russia did not make anything even close to what one single American person has made here in Ukraine.